Who are you people? Commander Samuelson didn't mention an escort, and you certainly don't look like Vanguard.
We're with the Vigil. We know about the attack planned for Minister Duran. We're here to make sure you reach him in time.
An escort? I'm a soldier of the Ebon Vanguard. I don't need babysitters.
We're not babysitters. We're tourists. Traveling the same road, taking in the same scenery, and beating the ever-living crap out of the same idiots as you. You look like a fine sergeant. Are you really gonna tell us where we can't go and who we can't beat up on such a nice day?
I have to get this message to the Minister. I don't have time for this. Just keep up or I leave you behind. Head out for Summit Peak, and don't slow down. So Vigil's my escort? Fine. Just don't tell the rest of the Vanguard.
Hello folks, welcome to Guild Wars 25. Today we're taking a look at the mission Don't Shoot the Messenger.
Careful. This has ambush written all over it.
It's a pretty easy mission, for the most part. There's one bit that's a little bit difficult, but we'll take a look at that in a minute. First things first, just run on through, hit everything. By this point, you've probably done the events around Ebenhawk. You probably know what you're doing in that regard. You'll have done the event in this area, where as you leave Ebenhawk, someone asks you to defend them on the way to Summit Peak. So it's not that different from that event. If you've done that, it's pretty much the same idea. Follow this sergeant through. It gets a little harder. These are veteran ogres, and they are going to kick your butt. It doesn't matter how much you level, because obviously it's going to level you down for the mission to 35, I think. So that's not going to help. Weapons will probably help. Getting your traits up will probably help. But for the most part here, it's just a case of hit and run. Hit and run. Take as much damage as you can, and then get away for your health to go back up. These things are very... they can hit quite hard, but they'll also aim for you. They won't aim for the AI. They are gonna try and hit you.
Breathe.
And it's easy to get knocked down and lose more health than perhaps you'd like. So, just err on the side of caution. If you can run, run. The sergeant's going to get knocked down. That's alright, you can heal her after. For those who didn't watch last week, we're trying to stop a plot to assassinate 2 diplomats and reignite a war. Once you've killed one of the ogres, the rest of this portion of the mission will just be a piece of cake. This guy's not going to get knocked down. He's got a hell of a health, but it doesn't necessarily mean that he does much damage. If you've never really fought veterans before, and I'd be surprised if you got to this point and not really come across them, you might be surprised by how much health they've got. There we go. The veterans are stupidly difficult, and if you can bring a friend with you for this mission, that's what I'd suggest, because you're not going to be able to die, respawn and run across. You're not going to be able to do that trick because they heal too quickly.
Thank you. I thought I was done for. I'll help you make it to the peak.
From this point on, there is absolutely no reason to worry about anything. If you've got past them veterans, the rest of the mission is just stupidly easy. You come across a few ambushes which will just fall aside. The biggest challenge in this bit is not getting ahead of her, because if you go too far from her, there's a big circle around her basically, and if you go too far from her, she's just going to stop. Which obviously is pretty frustrating because she's stupidly slow, and I don't think anything actually happens along this path. So there we go, Guild Wars 25. Read the diary, subscribe, do all that. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next week. Thanks again.
Minister Duran, sir, please, it's critical that you hear this. Commander Samuelson sent me from Ebonhawk. You're both in terrible danger.
Danger? Slow down, Sergeant. Take a deep breath and tell me what's going on.
Ajax Anvilburn and his renegades are going to ambush you. They plan to assassinate Minister Duran and blame the attack on Ambassador Steelcrusher.
Well, we can't let that happen, can we? Duran, can you fight?
Not as well as a Charr, but I can hold my own. We could take cover at Summit Peak up ahead. Having the high ground would be in our favor. The camp is a defensible location. If the Renegades don't know we're prepared, we could turn the tables on them when they attack.
With all due respect, Minister, the best defense is usually a good offense. I recommend we find the traitor's base and destroy Ajax before he can strike.
The Vigil were the ones to uncover this plot. With due respect, sirs, I think we should let them decide if we choose ambush or assault.